Hey guys, Paranormal Video Gamer here, and you probably all have heard the news, like I did a little while ago, with Sony making the announcement that they are ending production on all physical games, physical disc games, starting in January of 2028. I want to break it down, what this means for you, for me, everybody else. So I know a lot of people buy digital games. It's kind of a thing. I bought digital games. I have a lot of digital games, actually. Not as many as I think I have physical, but I do have a lot of digital games in my library. And I like digital games. Don't get me wrong. It's convenient to be able to download it, be able to have it whenever I want. But there's a problem that we have without digital media whatsoever. Okay? It means that they can pretty much dictate what the price of the game is going to be before you even get it. So you know that $100 that people are spending on Grand Theft Auto? Well, that $100 is going to become the normal for a digital game. So a game you don't physically own in your collection, and they decide, like Sony has done with movies, they just eliminated 500 movies from people's libraries who bought them digitally, bought these movies with the intention of keeping them in their libraries so they have them to enjoy. Well, guess what? Sony is deleting all of them. All of the purchases that they've made for those movies, those 500 movies, are gone. They can't download them. They can't enjoy them. They can't ever watch them, because Sony made the decision to destroy what they paid for. Now, when I bought games, when I bought my digital games, I didn't buy them for rental purposes. I didn't buy them for a license. I bought them to be able to put on my system whenever I want. I can download it, I have it, bam, good to go. I can play that game when I want to play it. Not when a corporation says, hey, you bought a digital game. Well, time's up, we're taking it. And then they delete it completely. And then you spent that money that you can never get back because you don't own it. And that's why physical media is very important and why discs are very important. Now, if they want to get rid of discs, fine. But give us an option to owning our games. I said this a while ago with GTA. What would have been really cool that they would have said is, look, if you want a physical, actual physical disc, or even a USB that you could put in your system and then download the game to your system, I would have been okay with that. That actually would have been kind of cool, having a USB drive. And they can make them. It's not like it costs a ton of money to do a 100 gigabyte USB stick. I mean, on average, they're what, $60, $70, depending on where you go. I mean, 32s right now, the last time I saw, go for about $25, $20, depending on what type that you want. But doing this by eliminating physical media, by eliminating games, the future of digital has pretty much said, you think you own your game. You don't. Because what they're doing with PlayStation 3, they're shutting down the store. And they're saying to customers, people that have PS3 like me, that if you don't download those games, eventually we're going to shut down the servers. And when we shut down the servers, you're not going to be able to play it ever again. You're not going to be able to download that to your system ever again. That's what Sony is saying right now to you, to me, to everybody else. This is why the Stop Killing Games movement is so important. Because you're buying a digital product. You're buying a copy of a product that you would normally be able to get a physical version of. So here's my thoughts. And a lot of people have said this, And I didn't support it in the very beginning, but now, as I've gotten older, I'm now starting to support this idea that if they do not want to put physical media together or a way for people to permanently have access to it, then piracy is not stealing. Piracy is preserving what you already paid for. You being able to download a game that you used to have, that you have a physical version of, that you, for some odd reason, they won't allow you to play on your new system. You know what? That's just how it is. So when people say that they're going to pirate the game, they're going to download the game and make copies of it, I'm totally cool with that. I'm totally cool with that because it preserves the game for other people to be able to play, especially if you paid for that game already and they completely delete it off the server. At least we have the files online to be able to download, and you know you own the game. So when you go to a website and you download that particular copy of what someone put on the service, you owned it. It's yours. You're just downloading an additional copy so you can play it for your own private, what do they call it? Private, I'm trying to think of the word, but your own private use, your own private collection. So this is what I say. Sony has made a really bad decision. So has Xbox. Xbox announced the new system that they're making right now is going to be completely digital. They did that crap with Xbox One. If you guys remember, Xbox One was going to be online only, and you couldn't, have a physical drive with it. You couldn't let your friends borrow a game. I love share play. I love being able to share play games with all of you. But you're not going to be able to do that anymore. You're not going to be able to play with other players or share your games, because that's the next thing that's coming. So stores like GameStop, Best Buy, Target, Walmart, all of them, they're going to lose all of their physical media. This includes movies. By eliminating disc production, they're eliminating all Blu-ray. That's right. All of the movies that you, me, and everybody else loves are going to go away. And it sucks. I hate it. Again, digital future is convenient, but physical media matters. It matters for preservation. It matters because you and me, we actually have a physical game that we can touch, that we can play, that we can enjoy. Without it, we don't have a future. Because if a server goes offline, like what happened with PlayStation, guess what happens? Server goes offline, you have no access to any of your games. So those of you who have pre-ordered Grand Theft Auto 6, if Sony and Microsoft servers go offline right as the game is launching, especially the online service, they go offline, you can't play your game. What if you can't get the license to play your game? Because it requires you 100% to verify you have a license for that game, because it's a digital game and you paid for it. It needs you to verify your information. So it needs access to their server. The servers are dead. What happens then? Guess what? You can't access it until they restore those servers. That means you can't play your library, your games. All your digital games go away. It's a big you-know-what to you and me and everybody else. That's what this is. And I'm pissed off. I think everybody should be pissed off. And it sucks. It literally sucks. I hate this future. And I will not be getting PS6. I will not purchase PS6. I will wait years, like I did with PS5, to buy a system later on at a much cheaper cost. And I know what's going to happen. AI is eventually going to fail because it is starting to fail. And when all the component prices go down in price and no one's buying PS6, that's when you buy PS6. But hopefully, PlayStation realizes, oh wait, there are people that still like media. There are fans that still want to play with media. So, let's reverse that decision. Only way that happens, though, is if you say something, I say something, and that's what I'm doing right now on X, on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm putting it everywhere. Sony, y'all fucked up. Straight up. You all fucked up. If you think that we're going to be happy about an all-digital future with no options whatsoever, especially with prices, you guys screw loose. Because if you're eliminating the case, the game, the manual, all the other stuff, including shipping of games to people's houses, then digital games should be so much cheaper. You should only be spending $25 on a game compared to $70 because you actually have a physical copy of the game. You're spending it for the case, you're spending it for the instruction manual, you're spending it on the disc. And then, obviously, the shipping. So, I think digital games should come down in price. And I mean a lot. Like I said, $20, $25. You want to charge a new game for? Okay. But not $80, not $90, not $100. And that's my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below this video, and I greatly appreciate it. Until then, I'm Paranormal Video Gamer. Sony, F off. And I mean that.
What the fuck? What the fuck?